All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. We're going to talk about the network. So I have tried this phone with different providers, and it pretty much on the website it says, hey, it could possibly not work with Verizon. It's not technically tuned for Verizon, but it could still possibly work. So that said, I'm on the Verizon network with my primary number. Now I do have Google Fi and I also do have Mint service. Mint service works perfectly fine. Google Fi works perfect because they're going on T-Mobile's network. So with that said, if you're on Visible Wireless or Verizon network, I tried it for you. It's not guaranteed to work. And for me, it doesn't work on a stable connection. It'll come in if I hit airplane mode, and then I go into the settings and turn it back on and off. It works perfectly fine. It'll work for a little bit. Everything literally works. I get 5G. The APN settings automatically appear, whatever. So I went in and added the APN settings, and then it came in. It disappeared. And so let me get my one of my Mint SIM cards and put it in here. What I did was I said I'm gonna switch this over to Mint, and pretty much it's just on T-Mobile service. That's what it's doing. It's on T-Mobile. So it's such an unfortunate thing because Verizon definitely has the best network of all the carriers from my testing. Now it'll populate. It'll work on Mint Mobile just fine. It comes in right away, no problems whatsoever, and it just populates. It'll find service here in a second. Yeah. It'll find service. Let me do airplane mode again. Because typically I put the Mint SIM card in there and it just pops right up. It just pops up with service right away. But it's trolling me now because I'm recording. When I'm not recording, everything just works flawless. Let's pop the SIM card in and out. But this is a key thing here with it not being able to just work like it should. There we go. I guess the tray wasn't all the way in or something. There we go. Instant service. The data will appear. I'll start to get text messages. It just works right away. There you go. Service is already working. That little exclamation point disappeared by the signal there. And you can see I have 5G service. Now, again, this is Mint Mobile, and I don't use Mint Mobile as my primary phone number. I want to give a consistent. I just want this to be my primary phone because the OnePlus 13 is my primary phone currently, along with my phone, and I have the Pixel as well. I have 3 phones, but the primary one is Visible. I have 2 Visible lines and a Mint line, and then a Google Fi line. So this Mint being at the bottom of the list for the phones that I carry around, I don't want to carry 3 phones. So while this does work, it's not going to work for Verizon. So Verizon customers, I tested it for you and it doesn't work. So let me go into the App Store and I want to download the Fast app just to show you here. Such a nice phone, man. Such a nice phone. It's just nice. It's a very nice phone, and I hate that, I've been in and out on my network. It says it on the thing. It says it on the website. It's buried away on the website that, it could possibly not work. You know what I mean? So that's just one of the things, the risks that you take. And I was willing to take it. I was like, man, I got to have this phone because I love the hardware. But here's Mint Mobile. I just do these internet speeds just to verify, for you guys that it does work. I get like 50 to 100 on Mint Mobile minimum most of the time. This phone, it's not as strong. Maybe it's just because it just booted up or whatever with the app or whatever. But still, phone calls work, text messages work, everything works with Mint Mobile, with T-Mobile, with Google Fi. They work. Now I could transfer my Google Fi service to this phone, but I just don't want to. I prefer to keep my Google Fi with a Pixel because I get the VPN, I get everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my preference. I prefer to keep everything with Google Fi, with the Pixel, so I can get the my VPN. I really like having the VPN on there. But nonetheless, folks, I tried to use this with Visible, and it just doesn't work. It's just that simple. Nothing major. Still no complaints about like the phone being a bad phone or whatever. But it's just that it doesn't work. It doesn't work with Verizon. So this video is done. Just wanted to share that with you. It does work, because I know you guys are going to ask, well, does it work with any other provider? So I said, hey, I'll just go ahead and show them now. And see, now it says 5G Plus up there for Mint Mobile. And typically with Mint Mobile, I'm getting really fast speeds in here. I did a comparison with Mint Mobile versus Visible, and Mint Mobile was flying, man. I had like 400 when I left the house. Visible Wireless was a little bit more, but still I had like 400. In the house, had like a couple hundred. It's fast. So, yeah. Put my SIM card back into the phone here. Yeah, this is one of those unfortunate things where a phone is really good, and then it has a limitation that's critical. I say that's critical to some people. I hate that Samsung uses these flimsy SIM trays still. This is my Z Fold 6, and it's still got this flimsy SIM tray destined to break. Just destined to break. If you if you do something the wrong way, it's gonna break. But yeah, all I can say is the phone is a decent phone. So far in my testing, there is a few things I don't like about it, but I'll discuss that in another video. This being the primary one, I need to be able to make phone calls and stuff like that, and I can't be on the go and it fails on me. Now, full disclaimer, it does say on their website, it's buried away, but it does say on the website, hey, look, this might not work on Verizon. It's not fully compatible. But the fact that it fired up and when I first got it and went in, and now it's just kind of in and out, it's a little disheartening. But nonetheless, hey, we're here. Phone doesn't work fully on Verizon. I accept. If I just really want to use it, I got to move it to one of my other providers. And that's just what it is. So stay locked for more content. This phone is actually phenomenal hardware, software. I like it, but it's got to work in the most important area, which is making phone calls. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.